What's up, Hec Martinez, and I'm here to give you guys another Sci-Fi Decoded. This time I'm going to do the Mighty Thor. There's a lot of comic book movies coming out, so that's kind of good so it gives this section a little bit more life. And you see so much sci-fi and comic book movies coming out, you start to see that they're dropping codes and little lessons in each one. And it also shows a level of everybody's own consciousness going to another place. Because back in the day, you would never be able to see, 3-4 comic book movies come out in a year? That will never happen. And it's to a point where it's a viable market. But because everybody's consciousness is starting to go shift to a different plane, and their imagination can now view these things as real, when they see it in the movie, it connects to something inside their conscious. And that, boom, you're going to see more movies come out. Take this year alone, even though it sucked. We had Green Hornet, Iron number 4, Transformers is coming out, Thor, Captain America, or Green Lantern. And I'm sure I'm missing some. There's even a DVD market where the cartoon movies are starting to be more viable, and that stuff's redirected towards more adults than even kids. But let's get to Thor. Alright, I'm going to try to do this without giving out too many spoilers in the plot. But we all know the story of Thor from the comic books, and the movie kind of went along that lesson. Odin decides to teach Thor a lesson, sends him to Earth. Now, the movie had a little bit different adaptation on it to make people understand than you would have to say the comic book does. But that's okay, They try to keep it in line. So let's get to where they try to connect what's happening in the conscious community to the sci-fi community. First of all, in the movie, they try to say that the level where Thor was part of the 9 realms, Asgard being one of the highest, and Earth being another realm. Now, that's easy to break down. We all know, really, there are 9 dimensions. If you've been following this website long enough, you know it. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 to 6, 7 to 9. Alright? 9 dimensions. Same way you could look at it, break it down, there's 9 planets in this galaxy, same thing. And different levels. Okay? So what they were trying to break down into those 9 realms, when actually in the original Norse mythology they went 9 worlds because they related that more to the constellations, they tried to say, okay, 9 realms, to try to have you connect to the fact that it's a different dimension. Now, they also tried to say that they had different stars in Asgard. Easy right there, 10 years a different galaxy. And also letting you know that someplace in a different realm is in a different galaxy. That kind of lets you know as you move up in your dimensions, you're able to travel different galaxies with a greater ease. Alright, next thing, we're going to the character of Loki. If you been paying attention, you'll know that by the character we call, not a character, but a god, Buddha on another earth, but Lucas. And Loki is actually representative of Lucas. Where you see here, Loki gained knowledge. He gained knowledge of magic, and he knew more trickery and things than everybody else, to the point where he used his knowledge to usurp the throne of Asgard itself. Now, what that's representative to is the story of Loki, of how Lucas got so much knowledge that he was able to go to the highest dimension and almost take on the all himself. And understanding and trying to take on the all and reach the highest dimension, you could actually destroy everything. The same way you saw in the movie, Loki was trying to destroy one of the realms, okay, and cause great trauma and danger to the universe. So right there, they're dropping the code over there. But the greatest thing, I think, they're trying to drop, and what people don't understand, is how Thor relates to Hadriel. Now, everybody said, how is that possible? The whole reason behind banishment of Thor was so he could prove that he's worthy. So, what was actually being portrayed here is that Odin was looking for Thor to achieve his potential. Now, Hadriel, being the principle of potential, is seen right there. Now, Thor gets sent to Earth and can't pick up his hammer until he proves himself worthy. Now, proving himself worthy, he receives his potential and then gets his power by picking up the hammer. And that right there is where you see they're trying to relate the Hadriel principle of potential to Thor. Simple and plain. Alright, so, I don't want to get too much into it. Just a couple of things more you guys may see when you see the movie yourselves, and make your own connections. And I hope you do. So, till next time, Hec Martinez, SciSking.com. Peace.